All right. Okay. You probably all got some weird recording thing that is new on Zoom, just FYI. Hello, hello. How is everybody? I just have to share really fast. I'm so excited. If you don't know who I am, by the way, my name's Mandy. I'm a silver ambassador here. I'm really excited. Casey and I spent almost 2 hours the other day, just so you guys know, going over all of this BPE chat stuff, making sure that we were just having everything really organized for you guys. It's so much more fun working in this industry when more people are winning. And that is the point of this BPE chat, is to have as many people as possible hitting builder, pro, executive every single month. So we are going to be doing this monthly, just so you guys know. If you haven't been able to catch on to the structure of the BPE chat, that's something that we're going to have monthly. Everybody who joins that's new, as long as they meet the requirements of that chat each month, we're going to plug them in. We're going to train them at least once a week. We're going to have different giveaways. It's going to be a lot of fun. So tonight, I'm going to talk to you guys mainly about IPA, but also inviting to op calls. So I have some tips, but the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, if you're on my team, you know this. I always say I don't sugarcoat much. I'm a very blunt person. A little background on me. I've been working in this industry now for over 3.5 years. So I've just picked up some bits and pieces, tips and tricks along the way. I will always tell you the cold, hard truth. So here's the cold, hard truth. You have to show up and actually work your business. When you click join, when you click sign up, when you're all excited and you're like, yes, I'm going to do this. Like, that's the easiest part. I know for some people that felt like the hardest part was clicking join. That's actually the easiest part. You have to show up and work your business regularly, consistently, daily for the most part, right? I get it. We get days off, but like, don't fall off the face of the earth. When I do goal setting calls with my people, I say that sentence every single time, because it's inevitable that you will always get people who come in with so much momentum and then they fall off the face of the earth. But you guys are not going to be those people. That's why you're here tonight, right? So that is my cold hard truth. You have to work this business. This is not something that you signed up just to get a direct deposit. I know that sounds wonderful. I know there's all these stigmas, right? Like, oh, network marketing's a get rich quick scheme. I don't know who coined that, but I could pretty much bet money that they didn't actually work in network marketing, because there ain't nothing get rich quick about this. Okay. It's hard work. It's gristle. I was just combining hustle and grit. It's gristle. Okay, y'all. We're coining that one. Trademark. It is grit. It is hustle. It is showing up even when you don't want to show up. It's the little things. That's what we're going to talk about today. The daily IPA. Those are the little things that are so easy to do, that are also so easy not to do. Okay. But if you don't do them, you're not going to have your business grow. Okay. This is not a fad diet. I hate fad diets anyways, but this is not one. People who come in with the mindset of trying it out for 30 days, I'm going to just pop your bubble right now. This is not a try it out for 30 days thing. You are wasting your time. You're wasting your mentor's time. This takes commitment. When I first joined network marketing, I told myself I wanted to earn a 6-figure income. And I immediately tried to be realistic with that, right? I don't have a college degree. If you've ever listened to me talk on any platform, you know that. And so I knew if I was going to make 6 figures somewhere, it was going to take me a bare minimum of 5 years. I was going to have to go back to school. I was going to have to get a college degree. I was going to have to spend probably at least a year getting my foot in the door somewhere. That adds up to 5 years to be able to make a 6-figure income. So myself, I'm an Enneagram 3, by the way. Drop me your Enneagrams in the comments. That's like my favorite thing ever. I want to know all your Enneagrams. If you don't know your Enneagram yet, that you're going to take the test for tonight. But I immediately was like, okay, so I'm going to give myself a 5-year goal for making 6 figures in network marketing. That was my plan in the very beginning, 5 years. Now I actually did it in 2.5, but my point is I didn't say I'm going to make 6 figures in 90 days, because that's not realistic. This is a long-term game, 6 to 12 months. That's what I have noticed. When I'm talking to people and I'm working with people in this industry, I've noticed most people need about 6 to 12 months to see if it's going to be for them. I am not one of those persons, I can't talk, words are so hard. I'm not one of those people that's going to blow smoke up your skirt and tell you that this is going to work for everyone and this is the best fit for everyone. That would be a lie. This is not going to be the right fit for everyone. Everyone is not going to be Brittany Hitch in this industry, right? But if you're not at least trying it for 6 to 12 months, you're honestly just doing yourself a disservice. It took me 2 years, my first time in network marketing, to make $4,000 a month. It took me 6 months, my first time in network marketing, to make $1,000 in a single month. Don't quit before you get started. Okay. Now I'm going to give you some actual tips and tricks. Okay. So what does IPA stand for? If you've never done network marketing before, you're probably like, what the heck is this? IPA means income producing activities. Okay. So daily IPA means you're doing income producing activities daily because that's why we're here. IPA can be very, very wishy-washy. There's a lot of gray area when you're talking about network marketing, specifically because modern day network marketing is done on social media. Well, what is also like the number one time waster in the world right now? Social media. So you have to be really intentional when you're talking about doing IPA that involves social media, because a lot of times we can feel like, oh yeah, I worked so hard today. I watched like 75 reels. I saved at least 17 sound clips. I totally caught up on liking so-and-so stuff, and we feel like we worked, but in reality, we didn't actually do a lot of work. Okay. So what is actual IPA? IPA that's going to grow your business and actually make you money is action focused. And there's 3 main things that I feel are action focused IPA to grow your business. The first is messages that have to do with business. I get it. It's a people business. Growing relationships is really important in network marketing. There's a lot of messaging that can happen where you're growing relationships and it's building your warm market. But the messages that are actually going to make you money are business messages. You are reaching out to someone, asking them if they've heard of Q, asking them to come to an op call, asking them if they want to try products. Those are business messages. Happy birthday. How are you doing? I saw your family vacation. It's so nice to meet you. Those are not business messages. So the first one is business focused messages. The second one is inviting to op calls. We have opportunity calls multiple nights every single week. Casey does them every single Monday. I do them every single Wednesday. And a bunch of leaders who are stepping up within our team have them sprinkled in all in between Monday through Sunday of every single week. There are always opportunity calls to be inviting people to. Now, if you have no idea what an op call is, an opportunity call is a fast 25 to 30-minute Zoom call just like this, where we pull up slides and we present people with Q Sciences. What is Q Sciences? What are the products? What's this business all about? Why is it something people shouldn't miss out on? Those are the 4 things we pretty much cover in an opportunity call. Inviting people to come watch those, that's the easiest way to grow your business here, you guys. This is literally other people doing work for you, and you're just inviting people to come get pitched. Hey, come listen to this call that my friend's doing tonight. Like, you don't have to do any of it. Casey's doing it, or I'm doing it, or another leader's doing it. These are pre-designed calls waiting for you to invite people to. Now, at a certain point, you're going to step up also, and you're going to do these calls. But right now in the beginning, this is your opportunity to plug people into a system that's already developed for you. Okay. So that's number 2. The third is follow-up. Okay. When we reach out to someone the very first time and they tell us no, because let's be honest, that's going to happen more times than you're going to get a yes, or they open our message and they don't respond, or they say they're going to get back to us. Do you guys know that on average, it takes about 12 touches for someone to sign up in an industry like this? 12 exposures, 12 touches. That means they're seeing you talk about it 12 times. You're talking to them about it 12 times. Some combination of things. Okay. So your follow-up messages, meaning, yes, you sent them an invitation to the op call, but maybe they didn't respond to you. So you need to follow up with them and ask them, did they get that message? Were they still interested? Those are the 3 categories of IPA that you should be doing every single day if you're wanting to see your business grow and actually make money here. Hold yourself accountable to this. Okay. I always tell people there's two types of systems, in my opinion, that work for people. You're either someone who works with, I'm going to send this many messages each day. I'm going to send 5 messages every single day. I'm going to send 10 messages every single day. Or you're a time blocking person and you're like, I'm going to sit down for 30 minutes and send as many invitations as I can in 30 minutes. Or I'm going to do an hour before bed every single night and I'm going to send as many messages in that hour as I can. Whatever type of person you are, I'm a numbers person. I need to send 5 messages a day. Figure out what your system is going to be, but make sure that you are holding yourself accountable to showing up and doing that every single day. If you think back to your last 3 days in this business and you have not sent messages within those, you're not working. That's cold, hard truth. That's like a hard pill to swallow sometimes because we get busy and we feel like we're doing all the things. But if you have not sent a new reach out, if you have not invited to an op call, or if you have not followed up with someone in the last 72 hours, you have not been doing the work that's going to actually grow your business here. Okay. So let's talk about actual messages because I think sometimes this is where people get hung up the most. Well, who do I message? What do I say? Where do I start? I send a couple types of messages here on the regular. I reach out to people who have liked my posts, liked or commented on my posts. I message people who have watched my stories. And I message people that I have been intentionally building relationships with. Those are my 3 types of people that I reach out to. So when I'm reaching out to someone who liked my post, okay, I am sending them this message. And I'm actually going to, I see Mary Jane on here. Mary Jane, I'm about to drop these to you on Telegram. Will you please just paste them as I talk about them into the comments so people can save them to their phones?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to actually give you guys some scripts that I go off of. Okay. So the first one is for people who like my messages. Now, what you're going to notice is a lot of these messages sound really similar. I pretty much stick to the same verbiage in most of my messages, but they differ slightly. So here's what I send to people who like my post. Hey, thank you so much for liking my post the other day about my new partnership. I'm really excited about it. It's an up and coming hemp and health company. They have a full line of CBD infused products, non hemp supplements, and spray vitamins. For me, though, it was really a business decision. My friend, enter your mentor's name. For me, it's Casey. My friend Casey, who's helping train me here, she's already making like $15,000 a month. Psh, mind blown emoji. Would you want to check out some of the info that she sent me? That's what I send to people who like my post. And if you're on my team, that's the message that I tell you to send when people like your post. You're reaching out to everyone who liked your post, you guys. We don't just post for funsies, right? We're putting up content to bring more people into our warm market, right? So if you're putting up a post and you're getting, some of the people on my team get like 150 likes on their post. Guys, that is 150 people to reach out to. Do not leave that sitting on the table. Reach out to those people. Step outside your comfort zone. Will they ghost you? Maybe. Will they say no? Maybe. But if you don't reach out and message them, you're never going to know. And oftentimes, I think we keep waiting for people to come to us, waiting for people to come to us. People are liking all of our posts. Oh my gosh, they're going to message us. No, they're not. No, they're not. The reality is, most of the time, even if people are interested in what you're talking about, they are not going to message you. You have to be the initiator in this situation. Do not leave likes on your post unmessaged, okay? That's the first people that I talk to. The second people I send a message to is people who watch my Instagram stories. Okay, or Facebook. Facebook has stories too. If you are not utilizing your Facebook and Instagram stories, we're going to cover this in a second. Again, you have to hop on that train. Instagram stories is a chance for people to get to know you. This is a people business. People are going to buy your products and they're going to join your team because there's something about you that they like. Your Instagram stories give them an opportunity to figure out who the heck you even are, right? What does your voice sound like? What's your personality like? What's your character? So I'm always reaching out to people from my Instagram stories because those are the people that are seeing me talk and live my life and be ridiculous every single day. This is what I do. You can actually view who has watched your Instagram stories in the bottom left-hand corner of that page. So if you go on Instagram, it's the same on Facebook, but if you go on Instagram and you click on your own story, in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, there's going to be a little eyeball and it'll tell you how many people have actually watched your story. I click on that list regularly, just did it this afternoon, and I scroll through and I see, are there any new names on here that I haven't chatted with before, that I haven't reached out to before, that look new? And when I find a name that is, I send them this voice memo. I voice memo them and I say, hey, Mary Jane, I wanted to send you a message because I noticed that you've been watching some of my Instagram stories. I'm not sure if you've seen anything that I've shared about this new hemp partnership that I took, but I'd love to send you some info if anything's piqued your interest. Honestly, either way, no worries. I hope you have a great rest of your week, but I'm really excited to chat, so I can't wait to hear back from you. Something along those lines. Mary Jane's dropping these in the comments, by the way. Okay, that's what I send to people who watch my Instagram stories. Voice memo. Whenever you can, send a voice memo. There is a hey girl stigma for a reason in this industry because everyone and their mom is sending copy and pasted messages. People can smell them from a mile away. If you want to be super impactful with the time that you're spending sending messages, you're going to voice memo. Why are you going to voice memo? Because people can hear your voice. They're going to hear you say their name and they're going to know that it's not a copy and pasted message because you're actually sending them a voice memo. Tips to voice memos, less than a minute. Do not send them 7 voice memos of you talking about Q Sciences and the products that are in our line and the ingredients in Q Twist. No, 1 minute, short, sweet, to the point, give them an out. Honestly, either way, no worries, right? I'm not desperate. I'm just trying to reach out to the people who are seeing my stuff. Voice memo. Again, that one is, hey, Mary Jane, I wanted to send you a message because I noticed you've been watching some of my stories. I'm not sure if anything I've shared about my new hemp partnership has piqued your interest, but I would love to send you some info. Honestly, either way, no worries. I hope you have a great weekend, but I'm excited to chat, so I can't wait to hear back from you. And then the third message that I send very often is inviting people to an opportunity call. Okay. Again, in the beginning, when you first sign up, you're going to have a Fab 5 for sure. If you haven't had a Fab 5 yet, that is a personal presentation or a personal op call that your mentor is putting on just for you and your people. If you haven't had that yet, make sure you message your mentor and tell them that you want to schedule a Fab 5. But even after you've had a Fab 5, we regularly have these presentations. So be utilizing that and inviting to them. When I'm inviting people to an opportunity call or I'm having my team invite people, this is usually the script that I use. Hey, Kayla, I'm not sure if you've seen much on social media about my new hemp partnership. See what I was saying? I say basically the same thing, guys, just tweak it a little bit. I'm not sure if you've seen much on social media about my new hemp partnership. I'm really excited about getting mentored by the people here. It's kind of mind blowing the sort of dent they've been able to put in their financial lives and how impactful it's been for other people already. My friend Casey has only been here like 5.5 months, and she's literally making like $15,000 a month. She's actually doing a 25-minute presentation for me next Friday at 5 p.m. I'd love to have you come and listen to what she has to share. Would you be able to hop on for like half an hour? Casual. If you can send it in a voice memo, send it in a voice memo, but less than 1 minute. If you're talking and it's about to go over a minute, drag it to the delete box and start over. That's what I love about voice memos, though, you guys. If you're talking and you stumble on your words, which I do all the time, and I've been sending voice memos forever, you can just drag it to the delete box and start over. It's awesome. Okay, so those are the 3 messages. If you keep those 3 messages in the notes section of your phone, I promise you, you could literally use those 3 messages and grow your business. You're going to be reaching out to everyone who likes your posts. You're going to be reaching out to everyone who watches your stories, and you're going to be regularly inviting people to op calls. Okay. That is what daily IPA looks like, talking to people. Now, when we're talking about follow-up, let's say that you're sending messages out to people, they've opened it, but they haven't responded. What the heck do you say? Getting ghosted is the norm. Don't take it personally. Don't let it bring you down. People are going to ghost you. It happens. Why? I have no idea because I personally think it's rude, but it happens all the time. Okay. So don't think you did something wrong. It's just part of this industry. The sooner you can get over no's and the sooner that you can get over people ignoring you, the sooner you're going to learn to just move on to the next person and you're going to be more successful in the long run. Don't let no's and people ignoring you like damage your self-confidence in this. That's just people being nervous and a lot of times people needing more exposure and time. In the beginning, when I first got into network marketing, I had so many people tell me no. Marielle has a wonderful story about this, by the way. She had, I think it was like 35 people tell her no before she got a single yes working this industry. And I don't know if y'all know about Marielle, but her paychecks are literally like $120,000 a month. Okay. So even Marielle got told no and got ghosted many times before anyone told her yes. But here's what I do for follow up. When someone ghosts me, meaning they open my message, but they don't respond, first of all, I try and always give them the benefit of the doubt. They definitely opened my message and just got busy and forgot to respond to me. That's literally what I tell myself, even though I know most of the time that's not the case. But I tell myself that. So here's how I follow up. I send them a message that my team has nicknamed the crickets message, right? You're getting crickets. We say, hey, Kayla. Also, someone on here is named Kayla. I apologize. I'm picking on you. Hey, Kayla, I'm not sure if you got that message I sent you up there. I know I'm the queen of opening messages and forgetting to respond. So I just wanted to check in. Ha ha ha. Hey, Kayla, I know I'm the queen of opening messages and forgetting to respond. Ha ha ha. Laugh, make it funny, low, like casual. Ha ha ha. Wanted to check in and see if the same thing happened to you? Question mark. Now, most of the time, people who genuinely did open your message and forget to respond, which happens, they're going to respond after they get that message. If they open that message and they read it and they still don't respond, on to the next one. Okay. We're not desperate here. We're not going to follow up 7 times begging people to come join our business and buy our products. We just don't run like that here because we don't have to. You do not have to be desperate in this business. If you have worked in network marketing before and you ran out of this sense of desperation of just getting anyone to join your team, I need you to leave that at the door tonight and move forward in confidence that you're not looking for the many, you're looking for the few. You want the few people who are going to show up without you begging them to. You want the few people who are going to work really hard without you begging them to. If you have to beg people to join your team, you're going to have to beg people to stay on your team. You're going to have to beg people to do their work, and you're going to have to carry a lot more weight than freaking necessary. So don't beg people. I follow up 1 time if someone ghosts me. If they ghost me again, on to the next one. I don't want them on my team anyways, honestly. Okay. Now let's talk about just follow up in general. Maybe you're sending someone information. This is usually the second type of follow up. They've responded to you. They're kind of interested. You've sent them information and then it fizzled. I always follow up with, hey, did you get that video I sent you? And did you have any questions? Or, hey, did you watch that video? What did you think? Hey, I wanted to check in. Were you thinking you were still interested in this? Quick one-liners. Your follow-up should not be 7 voice memos about how you're just so excited. You haven't been able to sleep. You've just been thinking about them. You know this would be life-changing for them. Let me tell you how life-changing it's been for me in 15 minutes worth of voice memos. Nobody cares. Don't do that. Quick one-liners, you guys. KISS. It's like one of my favorite. I think that's called an acronym, isn't it? I think so. Keep it simple, sweetie. Keep it simple, sweetie. Yep. Or keep it stupid simple. Like if a couple people say it different ways. Short, sweet, to the point. Don't waste people's time. We are all super busy. Okay. All right. That is what I have on messages. Does anybody have questions that they want to unmute? I have time to take 1 or 2 before we move on to this last part. Questions on messages, follow-ups, scripts, voice memos, what to say, how to say it. Okay. Biggest things to take away. You're saving those 3 scripts to the notes in your phone. You're going to send the bad pancakes to your mentor. Okay. Get in your chat with your mentor that you have. Send them the bad pancakes. What do I mean? I mean, practice your voice memos. Practice your voice memos. Get out all the bad ones to your mentor. Listen to their feedback. Okay. If you are on this call and you're a mentor to someone, give them honest feedback. Don't tell them that their really horrible voice memo is awesome. Give them constructive criticism. We want to send good voice memos. We want to send good messages to people. Don't crush them, but give them constructive criticism. The biggest thing that I tell people when they're sending me their bad pancakes is, you sound like you're reading that message. So we just need to practice it a few more times so that it sounds natural. Or you sound way too excited. Or you don't sound excited enough. It's little critiques that people can change just in the 5 times that they're practicing this voice memo with you. That's going to make them feel more confident. It's going to help them have a better message, and it's going to get them more responses and replies, which is going to grow their business and going to grow your business. So send the bad pancakes, practice your voice memos. Okay, so things that are not technically IPA, but are activities that can be helpful in expanding your warm market. Okay, now remember I said before, the things that are actually IPA are income producing activities, sending messages, inviting to op calls, and sending follow-ups. But you have to have a warm market in order to do all 3 of those things. Okay. It's like debt, or not debt. It's like credit. You have to have credit to get credit. You can't have credit. You can't get credit without having credit, whatever. I'm not as smart as I look, guys. Just saying. Okay, so how do you get a warm market and keep a warm market? It is by doing daily activities that aren't technically IPA, but they are important. Okay. Activity on social media. Okay. This is not what you're going to prioritize. This is my point. I want you to prioritize actual IPA, actual action steps, like those 3 things, but also make sure that within your day, you are keeping your warm market coming. If you're not doing these things we're about to talk about, you're going to be the person who's like, I've ran out of people to message. I have nobody to message. I've messaged everybody I knew. I've messaged everybody on my friends list. I've messaged everybody who likes all my posts. You're going to be that person, right? So we have to keep doing tasks that are going to continuously be bringing in your warm market. Anyone who says they've run out of people or they're stuck, it just means you have not tapped in to what creating a warm market looks like. Social media is necessary to grow a large business in this industry. Okay. I know your grandma had Amway parties and she had Mary Kay parties, and she did it that way without social media. I know that network marketing was an entire business before social media ever existed, but now it's 2020. And if you want to grow a Brittany Hitch 2021, thank you, Brecca. Brecca? Did I say it right? Okay, thank you, Brecca. Brecca's got my back. It's 2021. Thank the Lord for that. You have to be on social media, okay? You have to have your face on social media. You have to be active regularly on social media. Here are the things I suggest. Be on your stories daily. I know. Be on your stories daily. Have your face on your stories. Okay. This does not need to be fancy. You do not have to have some kind of crazy cool life to show up on social media. The other day, I got dressed and I literally put that on my Instagram stories. I said, hey, just showing up to say I actually got ready today. Okay. That's what I did. That was my social media story, to have content on there. Do you want to know what that did? People saw my face. People heard my voice, and they got a sense for my personality in that 15-second clip of me being like, your girl actually put pants on today. Okay. It doesn't need to be fancy. Be on stories. You can actually link your Instagram and your Facebook stories together if you didn't know that. I highly suggest doing it. It's going to save you time, and it's going to get your information on multiple platforms. Also, be posting actual posts, like a picture with a written whatever you're going to say that goes on your Instagram or Facebook wall. You have to have that up there. Okay. That's actually what's going to bring new people in. When you're putting up these posts on your Facebook and specifically on your Instagram, you're putting content into that app that the algorithm is going to show all these new people. If you're not posting posts, you're not going to find new people. Okay. specifically if you're posting posts without hashtags. Okay, hashtags are important. Yes, they are tedious. Yes, it sucks coming up with 30 of them, but we are going to do it because we're going to grow a business on social media. Okay, your Instagram needs to be public. It needs to be public, and anything that you post on your wall needs to have 30 hashtags. Okay. Creating reels. Step outside your comfort zone, be looking like a fool, and have fun with reels. It will make you friends on Instagram. Okay. So many of the people that I have met and become friends with and had join my business are coming from social media. And the fastest way to make friends with someone is to be looking a damn fool on the internet. I'm just saying that really is it. Do reels. They're fun. They're going to bring people in, and when you connect hashtags to them, you're going to get new people seeing your stuff. It's going to be new followers on your social media. New followers lead to Instagram views, which lead to people in your warm market to send messages to. Okay. And then lastly, I want you to spend time intentionally engaging. Okay. Remember when I said working on social media can be the easiest way to waste your time because we can just mindlessly scroll. Okay, so when I say engage on people's Instagram or Facebook, everything I say for Instagram almost always goes for Facebook too. Intentionally. This means you are not getting on Instagram and you're just like mindlessly scrolling through your homepage. Okay, this means you're going to get on Instagram. Okay, here's my, oh, look, there's Angela. Here's my Instagram homepage. I'm clicking on my own profile. I'm going to the people I'm following or that are following me. And I'm engaging on these people. I'm not scrolling. I'm clicking on a page and I'm interacting with this person. Okay. I'm also going to have Mary Jane drop my Instagram engagement steps that I do into the comments for you guys. This is how I engage. This is 6 steps. This is how I engage on Instagram. Okay. Mary Jane, if you'll drop those when you get them. I go onto people's profiles. I like 12 of their pictures. I comment on one. I watch their Instagram stories, and I either send them a message from that or I react. Fast. You can do that in 30 seconds. I kid you not. Be intentional. Don't just scroll your Instagram. Actually engage with people so that you're creating relationships online. And you will continuously bring in your warm market if you do that. Now, you can bring in your warm market, you guys, on like in real life, not on social media. It is possible to do that. That is talking to people. If your kid plays a sport, talk to the people, talk to the other parents that are sitting in that sport. If you are going to church on Sundays, introduce yourself to a few people on the way in and the way out. If you're part of MOPS, sit down, be making friends with people. Say hi in the grocery store. Say hi to the mom who's also sitting with you at the park, right? Introduce yourself to people, talk in person. You can also create relationships that way. And the easiest thing to do, I do think this is like sometimes a little bit easier for moms because we're in social settings often with our kids. Connect on Facebook. Hey, it was so nice meeting you today. We should get our kids together again and play in the future. Do you have Facebook? Let's be friends on Facebook. Okay, let's be friends on Instagram. This little thing, this is called a Popple. This is an electronic business card. It's 15 bucks. When you meet someone in person, you literally tap it to the back of their phone and it pulls up your Facebook, Instagram, phone number, whatever information you want to connect to them right on the spot. Okay. That's it, guys. Does anybody have questions? That's what I had in my notes for you. I hope that was helpful. If you have questions, unmute.
Someone asked if we should be doing posts that are not about our company. So do you want to touch on that?
Yes. Okay. When you're posting on social media, this is actually not about the products or the business. Mind blown. I know it's not. Network marketing is not about products. It's also not about your business. Network marketing is about people. People could go buy health products from anyone, any online store, any in-person store. They could get products anywhere. People could go join anyone's network marketing team anywhere. They're going to buy products from you. and they're going to join your network marketing team because there's something about you that they are connecting with. Okay. So what does that mean? That means you have to talk about you on social media. You have to share about your life, your hobbies, what your kids are doing, what you're eating for dinner, where you're going on vacation, your garden, your DIY project, the things that you found in Target Dollar Spot, your Trader Joe's grocery haul. You need to talk about you and your life. Okay. If you don't do that, people are not going to figure out how to connect to you. You're not going to connect to people because you're not sharing about yourself. So yes, you need to post about non-business topics. In fact, I say to do that 80% of the time. 80% about you, 20% about Q. Okay? Don't be the person that goes on social media and posts something about the products every single day. And the only thing that's showing up on people's feed is you with your Q twist. Like, let me just tell you, I know I told you Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but today's Thursday. So I'm going to tell you again why I love my Q twist. You're going to lose followers. Nobody's going to join your team. Don't do that. Talk about you and then mix in Q.
Someone asked, so do you still engage with them or message them if it's not about the business?
Yes.
Like,
yeah. So your engagement steps that you're doing. So your IPA, right? IPA, when you're sending messages, that's like the chunk of this business. Okay. The chunk of this business, and I'm sorry if this is breaking your heart right now, but the chunk of this business is messaging people. You have to message people and talk to them. But the engagement that you're doing, right? When you're going on someone's profile and you're leaving a comment on their photo, you're not commenting like, hey, I want to talk to you about Q, message me. You're like, oh my gosh, this looks like such a fun family vacation, or be genuine, whatever you're thinking when you're engaging with someone. If you're responding to their stories, a lot of times I respond to people's stories when they're traveling and I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks so cool. Where are you? Well, I genuinely mean that because I love traveling. So a lot of times when I'm talking to people like that, I actually am like saving stuff that they tell me in my phone, right? I'm being genuine when I'm talking to people about other things besides Q. But when I'm building those relationships, those people often come back and watch my stuff on my Instagram stories. And then I'm reaching out and saying, hey, Mary Jane, I've been noticing you watching some of my stories. I'm not sure if you've seen anything I've been sharing about my hemp partnership, but I'd love to send you some info. Does that make sense? Mary Jane, did you see any more questions in there that I missed?
yeah, Doug wants you to explain, click on who they follow, see if they follow you. If they don't follow you, unfollow them. Can you explain that?
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go to my page.
And then also, after how many days would you unfollow them?
Okay. So the unfollowing thing is very much like it's a personal choice, right? For me, I don't follow people on social media who don't follow me. And the reason being is I could post the best stuff ever on social media. I could post the most amazing posts, the best reels, my husband in leggings every single day of our life. If you don't get that, you should follow me. But if people aren't following me, they're not going to see any of it. And I am very specifically on my Instagram for business, No pleasure involved in my Instagram. It might look like it, but I am on Instagram daily to make Brittany Hitch money, okay? So if someone's not following me on Instagram, I don't follow them because what it does is it puts their stuff in my feed. And so I'm spending time engaging with them, but they're not seeing anything I'm doing. Okay. I'm a two-way street kind of girl. You follow me, I follow you. And then it's like we're interacting and it makes sense because what I'm putting up, you're seeing. And when I'm engaging with your stuff, you're seeing my stuff. So that's why I unfollow people. So as far as how you find that, this is going to show backwards for you guys, so I apologize. This is my Instagram page. This is the list of people that I follow right here. I click on this. When you click on someone's profile, this is my best friend, so she's obviously going to be following me, unless she's not, and that'd be embarrassing. You click on someone's page, and you can see who they are following. You click on this list. If they're following you, you're going to show up right here. That's my profile. So it's very easy to see if someone's following you or not on Instagram, because if you click on who they're following, you should see yourself. If you don't see yourself in that list, they don't follow you. And after how many days do you unfollow? So really the unfollow thing, I think I answered that. It's not a specific number of days. And I also don't mass unfollow people all the time. But as I'm engaging, if I click on someone's profile and I notice that they're not following me, or maybe I've even engaged for a while and they're still not following me, then I unfollow them. This is why it's a preference thing, because really that part of it is very minuscule. The engaging part on people's profile, the liking, the comments, the watching their stories, that's much more important. That's going to be what brings in warm market. Did I miss any? Does
If
anybody
people
else?
start following you, do you start following them?
It depends. So I don't at the point that I'm at, because I have a large chunk of followers. So I'm really picky about who I'm engaging with. I want to engage with people who meet some specific criteria, like, because I want certain types of people on my team, if that makes sense. So I don't follow everybody back. Like sometimes I'll get profiles that are like companies and they're following me. I don't follow them back. They're not going to join up for Q Sciences. If someone follows me and they like never post on social media, their last post was 2017, I usually don't follow them, because they're not going to be someone that has even stuff for me to engage with. So I don't follow everybody back, but I do try to follow people back that I'm genuinely interested in. This is where authenticity comes into play. Okay. And Brittany Hitch talked about this at the NorCal regional event. I think probably most of you might not have even been around for that, but be authentic. Don't just try to make friends with somebody to sell them on your business. Be authentic. So if I'm not interested in stuff that people are sharing on their profile, I don't follow them back. Because if I was only following them back to have them join my business, that's not authentic. Does that answer your question? Any other questions? I have time for one more. Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for hopping on tonight. I hope you found value in this. Make sure that you copy those messages. Actually, I'll go ahead and drop them into the BPE chat as well, in case anybody missed them. And then you're so welcome. And then don't forget that we will have another BPE training next week and the week after that. We're making the graphics and we'll announce them as soon as we have them ready for you guys. I hope you have a great evening. Goodbye.